I leave these for posterity, and I want to talk about Sri Chinmoy and Hollywood, and I'm glad to be holding this vigil tonight for the catastrophized death. And I say that with poetic emphasis. I ain't fucking around. Where to start? For all we know, Suge Knight, Diddy, these could all be Charles Manson, could be terror holds that they got ushered right out the back door and lived a decent life on a secret island. They could be fall guys, giving us what we want and perpetuating all of the side drama that comes with a hustle like that. Do you know what these poor little girls had to go through when they were getting cock thrown down their throats just for showing up at the party? Again, when I was on Discord, all I did was give them little brats a sexual education. They kept coming at me with all of these invitations for predatorial, pedophilia. And I'm like, I'm not doing it, kids. Like, you're kids. I can see you're kids. I'm not stupid. And they're like, well, what's sex like? What's sex like? And I'm like, it's like this. Go get me my man and I'll show you. It's like this. Go read it. It's all there. I have no qualms with my full digital identity being exposed. You said carbon copies were taken of every interaction because digital identity could be exposed if we ever need it. And that's the whole basis behind this promise that AI was developed on, the platform that if we needed it, we could call back our digital identity and prove everything we've ever done. Yeah, I need it. Yeah, I want my fucking all of it back. It exists on my digital identity, and Samsung has a copy. A whole bunch of people do. Yeah, no, they conspired against me. Had to maintain the die slowly approach that they're taking now. They're dying slowly. They're not holding on. They're not going to all of a sudden gain new momentum and take the thing back over. Their heyday is long gone. And when it comes to the United Nations, I stand with Sri Chinmoy's meditations at the heart of the United Nations for 30 years. He gave numerous talks. He did feats of art, poetry, phys ed. Sri Chinmoy said you can't talk about me on the internet, but he never said you couldn't talk about me in a live stream. Live streams are way different than the internet. That's not the internet, bud. The internet is a fucking stronghold of information. A live stream is not the internet. May be available on the internet, but it's not the internet. And really, based on what you could be getting, you're not getting much. Okay, you guys, you three, whatever you are, Microsoft turned doctor, Spock, ooh. Okay, we get your fucking agenda. Collapse everyone onto the AI timeline and get chewing. We're talking about a world rich with options, where you stumble across all sorts of different identities 3,000 years down the road. Can't you think on those terms? Just imagine harmony. If all you can do is imagine harmony, do it. Because the babies get better when you do. They come in better. The genes improve. Genes definitely don't stop improving. You can't halt that process by entrailing some of their most sacred connections. Clip your clippers. That's why I call you influencers. Because you scissor up everything. Scissor up everything, docs. That's what you do. You scissor up everything. I get it. Jam the artery. Feed the bitch. The bitch has not been fed. But you got people that were killed in Hollywood. Think of that poor Tupac. Like, I can't listen to these three rappers. Jay-Z, what's his face? The one in prison, did he? Well, Drake. Everybody knows. I can't listen to Drake. And Tupac. Because I just see the kid. I just see the kid. That was a bright smile. Like just the enthusiasm in that kid. Like you couldn't have broken his heart more. You really couldn't have broken his heart more. I don't care who the fuck killed Tupac. Die off. You want a life where you just don't get caught? Fuck off. You'll still die like the rest of us. Goodbye. Die off. Die fucking without being a legend. For killing Tupac. Fucking stupid fucking farce. You killed Gordy. You killed Michael. You killed Prince. You killed Robin. Diana. Oh my God, Diana. Sri Chinmoy. All attacked in the night. And then the little ones that kept cutting themselves. They were doing that by subliminal program. That was just horrific to live through. So luckily, there were influences on Earth, myself included, that were able to get them on a lighter path. And that's what I did by going on Discord and getting ransacked by all those little gaming fools. Pretending they were all of you, pretending they were celebrities. They all do on Discord. The invitations to pedophilia that I got on that channel, I'm thinking, this thing could be everything. This thing is awesome. No, not that version. Blah, blah, blah. You will authenticate. You will come in through our apparatus, and it is all of a sudden going to be less. No, I won't. I'm going to talk to these kids until you disappear. Yes, I am. And they're going to access this shit one day. Like this guy. He writes for 50 years in the future when you guys aren't trying to suppress them so much. Here's another one. If we can feel that it is not our voice, not our fingers, but some reality deep inside our heart, which is expressing itself, then we will know that is the soul's music. We are definitely Sri Chinmoy's children. We're the soul birds, deal with us, but we are the control group. If the soul birds don't want to self-actualize, if they just want to come and go through Earth and leave no impact beyond their existence, they are harmless and they cannot be harmed. He cannot be harmed. You haven't harmed us at all. We protected these kids to the best of our abilities and kept all doors open and all options available. Cut my grandpa's dick off and see. Cut my grandpa's dick off and see. I ain't doing anything but coming for you, Western medicine. Don't ever get it screwed. Acupuncture, vibrational medicine is all we need. You can get the few accidents that will exist on that level. You can get them taken care of and get your little patch kits out and patch shit up. Other than that, you're done to us. You fucked up. You thought a stagnation was a tumor because you read it on an x-ray looking like a blob. Not acceptable. And that is your crime. You fucking all pseudoscience box thought you had it right, but you had it so dead wrong. You let the monorail rip through Springfield on that one. Out the back door of prison they could have went. Like I said, the ones in Hollywood that have been downed, back to Jimmy, Elvis, Janice, Bob. Gordy, I'm going to say Gordy again because he was a definite unconsensual slaughter. Cut your head open, it's a seizure. We see dark. Calm down, calm down, calm down. There's lots of ways to deal with this. Acupuncture, vibrational medicine being chief among them. Shilajit in its natural form, if we could spread that sparingly so that everybody gets some, that's a good thing at this point in our evolution. Shilajit resource is a definite find. Christmas. No, it ain't. It really ain't. Okay, so Christ, we consider 0, right? So then the year starts on December 25th. The first year had to have a tail. We had to start January 1st. Imagine being there and being the counter. Okay, it's all of a sudden January 1st, 01. Another great reset. But that was like the first point of total control. They're just obsessed with the point of total control. Vigil, we're having a vigil. I just need to be me on a public forum. And you're perfect right now as I'm in recovery. Too much my counter. Micro unit. I'm happy because there's enough people suffering through micro units that I can feel in solidarity with. Sitting there doing nothing. Perfect for daddy. Buying all the products. Making all the bank transactions. And these guys think they're going to run it with their own version of the reset sheet. Just making trillions, dollar deficits. Trillions. They're playing in the trillions. They're sandboxers. You're a sandboxer. Sorry. You belong in the baby chamber. You're a baby. You have nothing to offer. Anyway, I'm going to say it about you. Historically, you exist and you got nothing to offer. You can dig yourself out of that one, thinking if you want to be respected by the people around you. I could do this. I have been online a long time now and just biding my time, going 8,000 people at a time because that's all you need to change consciousness. Growing consciousness, cultivating realities within consciousness is something, an art of high mastery, but it's quite easy to get to high mastery. High mastery is not a far off achievement. High mastery was easy for me. It took me about 14 years. 14 years. Luckily, I was goaded by all the right energies. But I know where the next Buddha is. Nobody else knows but me. I do know where the next Buddha is, by the way. I should tell you. I know where he is. So you'll never find out. You can speculate, but you'll never find out. He'll make his own way. If he fucking tells you who he is, you'll know it. Little punks. No, they're looking for him too. So many people are looking for the next Buddha because the Buddhists did what the Indians asked them to do, the natives, the Mongolians. Let it all piece this shit together. They said, do it. Lost that one too. was a good thought. Anyway, telling people today, Bill Gates, that the sun, or Elon, if you want to call it Elon, he's the harbinger of ideas. And I try to use these platforms as they are. Like, the reason I'm getting nothing but Kovoid and SpaceX content is because I don't follow anyone. I know that. But I don't follow anyone because I believe that my home screen should show more of you to me naturally, and we can just interact. And once we interact, we can build whatever we want. Anyway, we had so many nice, cheap experiences as kids. It was cheap stuff, but all very nice. Ice cream, a little bit of candy, fireworks, hot dogs and marshmallows, lots of fires. Both winter and summer activities. Never hockey. We didn't play hockey. Went to Girl Guides. Did that stuff instead. All of them. Went through all of them, which was fun. Okay, I was never a Pathfinder. Went to 4-H instead. Had a church life in the United Church community that was actively opposed to the residential schools system the whole time. They were working with the natives to keep them safe to the extent that they could, and being witnesses to the bullying that was happening, and protecting them when they came to our schools and making sure they got in properly, at least to get through what they just went through. We thought it was fair when the natives started getting subsidies to tend our schools. Well, yeah, your schools all just burned down. Residential schools went out with a bang, folks. They went out in fucking fire. The natives set them all on fire. Let's never forget that part of history. Fuck you, don't fuck with the natives. Where they need to fight back, they will, and they did it with residential schools. They fought back. And I fought back with them when I blew that whistle on those cops killing those women. I'm sorry, but I blew whistle on cops killing women. You're not going to take it from me either. They have mostly been removed, thank God. But they got pensions. They didn't get prison. They got the silent usher. Yeah, this one pedophile cop got sent out to Liverpool. Sorry that your story has to be told. You can't be cops and be pedophiles. You gotta do better screening than that. They're the worst mass serial killing trafficking unit because they were doing it as a system of red Nazis. They were definitely bloodlusting Nazis, probably out of the SS did they emerge. But they were killing these women for sport, to cash in on their own cremation. How could a cop benefit from a mass murder? Cash in on its cremation. You'll see a big record of that if you ever dared look. You will. Cops and ambulances from all ilks are in on it. And they have killed. You've killed in your cancer wards. So only the strong survive it. Anyone that goes through that treatment must be nuts. That's mustard gas, guys. It's not going to work. Radiate what? Just part of the body? Dumb fuck. That stuff is just poisoning everything. Everywhere we go, we got thick with cancer radiation. Like, that shit is contagious. Cancer radiation. Peter. Hey, Lovey. What you doing?